Number 5 says consider the sequence 4, 12, 36, and 108. What is the next number of the sequence? What type of function is this? Explain. Write the explicit formula for the sequence. Well, the type of function that's represented here is what's called the exponential function because it keeps multiplying to get to the next term. Just because you're studying and you're watching this video, I'm going to let you know that on the test there's not going to be any exponential functions. So we're going to do one that's like this. Now, notice that it's changing by a common difference. If I do 27 take away 15, it gives me 12. And the same is true if I do 39 take away 27, it also gives me 12. So 12 is a common difference, or in terms of linear relationships, we call it a consistent rate of change. So the type of sequence it is, just show the common difference here, 12, 12, 12. Uh, the type of sequence that it is called, it's an arithmetic sequence. Sequence. But it's actually asking not for what type of sequence it is, it's saying what type of function it is. So the type of function, it's a linear function because it has a consistent rate of change. And why is it a linear function? Because it has a consistent rate of change. I'm going to write the answer down here with this room. Because it has a consistent rate of change. So you don't need to write arithmetic sequence. Now, what is the next number in the sequence? Well, if because it's adding by 12 every time, if I just add 51 plus 12, that'll give me the next number in a sequence. So it's 63. Write an explicit formula for the sequence. So explicit formula, this could be done in a couple ways. I'm going to go ahead and erase this work right here so I could show this. So this is the first term. We call it a sub 1. This is the second term. We call it a sub 2. The third term, we call it a sub 3. Now, a linear function is in the form of y equals mx plus b. That's the explicit formula for a linear equation. The rate of change is 12, so that would be our slope. It would be 12x plus b, the y-intercept. Now the y-intercept is the zero term. Now there is no zero term here, so we just call it a sub 0. And if you subtract 12 from 15, you work backwards to find the zero term, you would get 3. So it would be y equals 12x plus 3. Now the other way of writing explicit formula for this sequence is by using the the formula for arithmetic sequences. That's a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1. So the common difference is d. So in this case, it's a sub n equals the first term, which is 15, plus n minus 1. It's a plus right here. Close parentheses, and the common difference is 12 times 12. Now, you could also write it in f of n form, which would be, I'm going to go ahead and throw it up right here because I'm a little short for space. It would be f of n equals, and it could either be the 12x plus 3 or the 15 plus n minus 1 times 12. But for the sake of space, I'm going to use the 12x plus 3. So all of these are acceptable answers. That is, the y equals 12x plus 3, the a sub n equals 15 plus n minus 1 times 12, or the f of n equals 12x plus 3. And well, yeah, those are your three answers for that number. Number 6, Brenda already has $65. She saves $10 every week for her new iPad. Write an expression for the money Brenda could have after W weeks. And use the expression to find the money after 25 weeks. So because she's saving $10 every week. This represents a linear relationship, has a consistent rate of change once again. So a linear expression is going to just be the mx plus b, right? Because it's an expression, we don't put the y equals or the f of x equals, and where m is the rate of change. So it's changing by $10 every week. And it says to use, where is it at? After W weeks. So it's going to be 10W plus that one-time fee, right? That's at $65. That's her stage zero. That's what she has from the get-go. So we want to know how much money she has after 25 weeks. So then we just substitute the 25 for W plus 65. And so now 10 times 25 is 250 plus 65 is equal to $315. So here's our expression. And here's the amount of money after 25 weeks.